So last lecture, little bit I will review last lecture. Last lecture we have studied about what we have studied in last lecture. लास्ट लेक्चर में हमने सिंक्रोनस मशीन को डिस्कस किया था, ठीक है. सिंक्रोनस मोटर, स्पेशली सिंक्रोनस मोटर, V and inverted V curves of synchronous motor. The characteristics we obtained in the form of V and inverted V. That experiment we will perform in lab. Okay. Next topic is power equation. Okay. Or power angle relationship or power angle characteristics. This is also very, very important. It's very difficult to understand this. इसमें थोड़ा सा analysis part is there. It is not easy to understand. So see it very carefully. Sit with pen and paper. Write the derivation carefully. आपको कोई समझ में नहीं आएगा. If you have any doubt, you can ask. ठीक है. So what is the power equation of synchronous machine, which is very important for studying power system for synchronous machine? This equation is a very basic common equation. The derivation, how this equation comes, and how it is applied to draw a characteristics. Very important equation, right? So what is the three-phase power delivered by a synchronous generator? Synchronous generator का three-phase power हमें निकालना है. So let's start with basic. Your synchronous generator. This is your synchronous generator. EMF induced is E, and having a impedance say XS, and it is connected to infinite bus say V. Okay. Induced EMF is E. Terminal voltage is V. Impedance is XS. Resistance, generally the resistance of synchronous machine is very small. We are generally neglecting. We are neglecting resistance for deriving this expression. Or of course it is JXS. I am talking about synchronous machine, cylindrical pole synchronous machine. Okay? We have to derive two power equation, one for cylindrical pole machine and one for salient pole. Of course, be careful. The power equation or phasor diagram, everything will change for cylindrical pole machine as well as salient pole machine. So be careful, okay? This is very important. Okay? If you study from book, you will not understand. To see it carefully and write down in your notebook. Notebook में आप phasor diagram बनाएं और उसको power का derivation. Induced voltage is E and terminal voltage is EB. If I draw the phasor diagram we have already drawn for cylindrical pole synchronous machine. Terminal voltage V, current IA, phase angle phi. Okay. Then IARA drop हम लेते थे and then IAXS drop लेते थे. तो IARA drop मैं नहीं लूँगा because I am neglecting the IARA. Resistance is neglected. While deriving this power equation, I am neglecting the resistance. The effect of resistance power loss is very low as compared to total power of the synchronous machine. Therefore, we are neglecting. I am not taking resistive drop. This is your J times IXS, and this is your. And we have already written here this as a delta. In this phasor diagram, there is a slight difference. What is the slight difference? Here I am not taking a resistive drop. The resistive drop nahi le rahe. Only resistive drop is neglected. Therefore, V plus J times IXS is equal to E, or E is equal to V plus J times I. So starting with the common phasor diagram, what we have already studied, we are deriving the expression for power. Expression for three-phase power. Three-phase power का expression derived. Here you have to be very careful. First, this angle is power factor angle, phase angle between V and I, and delta is load angle or power angle. This angle plays a very important role in synchronous machine. Delta decides the power level of the machine. ये हम देखेंगे इक्वेशन में कि how delta decides the power level of the machine. Be careful, delta is a torque angle और load angle हमने tan phi करके निकाले थे, tan psi करके निकाले थे, फिर न्यूमेरिकल भी आता है. तो delta is a very important angle between V and E. Delta is the angle between V and E is called as delta angle. और practically अगर आप इसको देखोगे तो there are two axes, there are two field axes. One is direct axis, that is north pole to south pole axis of rotor, and one north pole and south pole axis of stator. तो stator and rotor के बीच में जो angle बनता है magnetic field axis के rotating magnetic field की axis, that angle is also delta. ठीक है, उस पे हम next time discuss करेंगे अभी डेल्टा पे. अभी हम पावर का डेरिवेशन करते हैं. Try to we'll derive the expression for power. In general, single phase power is given by power is equal to VI cos phi. The general derivation for power is VI cos phi. बस मैं इसको बहुत ही सिंपल फॉर्म में दे रहा हूँ. आप बुक में देखोगे तो बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेटेड हो जाएगा. Power for single phase machine is or single phase AC power is VI cos phi. Voltage, current, and angle between V and I. Or you can say component of V in this direction, V cos phi into I gives you a power in the circuit. So P is equal to VI cos phi. अब इसको मैं इन टर्म्स ऑफ E एंड डेल्टा में कन्वर्ट करने को कोशिश करूंगा. तो आप सिंपल सा थोड़ा सा देखो इसको एंगल को. जस्ट यू ट्राई टू मेक दिस, एक ट्राइंगल बन रहा है आपका. व्हाट इज दिस कंपोनेंट? इस कंपोनेंट को देखो केयरफुली. ये कंपोनेंट आपने निकाल लिया, डिस्टेंस, ये डिस्टेंस आपने निकाल दिया. तो दिस डिस्टेंस को इक्वेट कर दिया तो आपका पावर का डेरिवेशन हो गया. बस एक ही लाइन है. ओनली दिस डिस्टेंस, फाइंडिंग दिस डिस्टेंस यू आर एबल टू डिराइव द पावर. व्हाट इज दिस डिस्टेंस? अगर इस डिस्टेंस को देखेंगे तो E cos डेल्टा ये है और E sin डेल्टा ये. तो कंपोनेंट क्या है? दिस इज E sin डेल्टा. Anybody having any doubt, any queries, they can ask. ठीक है, दिस डिस्टेंस इज E sin डेल्टा. देखो E cos डेल्टा ये कंपोनेंट है, E sin डेल्टा इज दिस. Anybody having any doubt in this? E sin delta component है ये. Agree everybody? This distance is E sin delta. If anybody having confusion, they can ask. Next, this is phi, this is 90, this is 90 minus phi. This is also 90 minus. और this is phi. तो I एक्सेस का जो कंपोनेंट देखोगे ये भी, अगर I in terms of I एक्सेस आप निकालोगे तो ये देखोगे I एक्सेस cos phi होता है. This is equal to I excess cos phi. ये आपको समझ में आएगा. दिस डिस्टेंस, ये जो डिस्टेंस है ये I excess cos phi. एक तो दिस डिस्टेंस इज E sin डेल्टा and this distance I excess, ये है I excess, this is I excess. This component is cos component, this component is sin component. Sin component क्या? I excess, sin of 90 minus phi, and sin of 90 minus phi is cos. This distance is I excess cos phi. This equation, अगर ये equation आपने लिख लिया, ये equation आपने लिख लिया, ये दोनों equation से power equation डिराइव. Very simplified form में I had explained you in a very simplified form. This distance is E sin delta and same distance is I excess cos phi. Just ये दो इक्वेशन आपने लिख लिए तो आपका पावर का इक्वेशन डिराइव. Be careful. बुक्स में थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूज किया. इवन BL Thereja बुक हैज नॉट गिवन अ डेरिवेशन क्लियरली एंड PS Vimra की भी बुक में नहीं है. आप बस ये स्टेप फॉलो करो, आपका डेरिवेशन. So I can write I cos phi is equal to, I can write I cos phi is equal to E sin delta by, or I can write, substituting in equation 1, I can write P is equal to D. I cos phi की जगह क्या लिखेंगे? sine delta upon. This is the standard equation of power in a synchronous machine. Power equation of synchronous machine is V E into V by XS sine delta. Or I can write final expression P three phase is equal to 3 EV upon XS sine delta. Three phase power. E is per phase voltage, V is per phase terminal voltage, XS is reactance per phase, and three phase power gives you 3 times EV upon XS sine delta is a 3 phase power. If anybody having any doubt or queries, you can ask. This is very important equation. This equation is very important. Power is given by 3 VEV by XS sine delta. You can say that power is related to sine function of torque angle. Sine function of torque angle or power angle. This power is related to this angle delta. Delta is power angle or torque angle. Power angle bolte hain. It is a function of sine function. Because E is constant, V is constant, XS is constant. Three phase power is a function of sine of angle between E and V, or we call it as a load angle, torque angle or power angle. Delta को हम load angle भी बोलते हैं. We call it as load angle, torque angle or power angle. So this equation is very important. P is equal to 3 EV by XS sine delta. Now you can draw the torque angle characteristics of three phase generator or power angle characteristics of three phase synchronous generator. Power angle characteristics of synchronous generator, which is plotted between P and delta. Power angle characteristics of three phase synchronous generator or synchronous machine, which is a function of, which is plotted between power and load angle or torque angle or power angle. The equation is already with you. P is equal to 3 EV by XS sine delta. So it is a function of sine delta. So therefore the power angle characteristic is coming like that. This point is P max. P max is equal to, you can say 3 EV by XS. This is your power angle characteristic. This, the things which I am explaining you, same things will be taught by Professor Satveer sir also. Because when you study for stability of synchronous machine, power flow in power system, this equation you will come with this equation. This is a power, active power. So reactive power part, I am not taking that reactive power part, and I am not taking the effect of resistance also. This is the active power. P is equal to 3 EV XS sine delta. And the characteristics is coming this. This characteristics is very important for studying the stability of the system. Delta should be less than 90 degree. 90 degree के बाहर जाएगा तो system will become unstable. Synchronous machine will lose synchronism. Once the synchronous machine lose the synchronism अगर loss of synchronism हो गया, then what will happen? We have taken an experiment as synchronization of two alternators. All the alternators are connected in parallel. If any machine loses the synchronism, we have to isolate. Otherwise, this machine will trip the other machine. सारे machine में fault चला. So running all the synchronous generators in parallel means you have to maintain synchronism. Therefore, this factor, load angle, is a very important factor. And you are seeing that this load angle is a function of power. If load angle is increasing, power is increasing. Means you can say power output of synchronous generator is function of delta. And once delta cross 90 degree, it will lose the synchronism. Speed will randomly increase, it will lose the synchronism. Therefore, this equation is very important while studying power system. When you go for power system studies, you have to follow through this. Now time is 12:07. Still we have 15 minutes. So we can take the derivation for salient pole synchronous machine also I can. तो salient pole synchronous machine भी मैं कवर कर रहा हूँ, तो उसका भी derivation थोड़ा सा tricky है, but we have to solve. We can go for salient pole synchronous machine. Now come to power equation of synchronous machine. Power equation of salient pole synchronous machine. In case of salient pole synchronous machine, there is a block in which two reactances are there, XD and XQ. And two components of current are there, ID and IQ. Or I can say E is equal to V plus J times ID XD plus J times IQ. Same you have to start with phasor diagram. phasor diagram से ही आपको start करना पड़ेगा और power equation derive करनी पड़ेगी. You have to start with phasor diagram. Once you draw the phasor diagram, then you are able to draw the write the equations. Then once you write the equation, then you can derive the power equation. Okay. Be careful, huh? Phasor diagram we have already studied. This is E. ये हमने बोला ही था D axis. This is B. Angle is I. This is phi. This is delta. This is ID. And this is ID ये है डायरेक्ट एक्सिस. ID IQ. We have already written JID कहाँ होगा? ID के परपेंडिकुलर. JID HD and this is JIQ XP. You have to remember the phasor diagram. Phasor diagram आपको पढ़ना ही पड़ेगा. Rest thing you will find in books, YouTube, everywhere. But phasor diagram, इसको phasor diagram कैसे draw करना ये आपको सबको आना चाहिए. And this you will learn by drawing again and again phasor diagram. By studying books, you will not learn drawing phasor diagram. Phasor diagram draw करने की आपको practice करना ही पड़ेगा. This is V. V JID XD. JIQ XQ. You have to draw the phasor diagram. Once you have drawn the phasor diagram बन गया means आपका derivation हो जाएगा. तो derivation में terms थोड़े ज़्यादा है, तो थोड़ा सा terms को carefully लो. We have already discussed in the class. I don't know how many of students you remember that in case of salient pole synchronous generator, the current I is resolved into two components. One current around direct axis and one current around quadrature axis. ID के two components है, I के two components है, one along direct axis, one along quadrature axis. You start writing equation for ID and IQ. ID, what is the value of ID and what is the value of ID? ID, what will be the value of ID? This angle is phi plus delta. So ID क्या हो जाएगा? I sin of phi plus delta. And IQ हो जाएगा I cos of phi plus delta. This is equation 1 and this is equation 2. If किसी को confusion है तो you can ask. I already explained the phasor diagram to you. This is the second time I am drawing phasor diagram. Okay. Already it was told that phasor diagram for cylindrical pole machine and salient pole machine are different. In cylindrical pole machine, only one reactance, one current. But in case of salient pole machine, we are resolving current into two components, ID and IQ. Because of that, you get a two components of current, ID and IQ. ID component I sin phi plus delta, IQ is equal to I sin cos of phi plus. Two equations. Okay. Next equation is what is the value of E? जैसे हमने फेजर डायग्राम में ओनली वन पॉइंट को कंसीडर किए थे, तो यहाँ पे भी हम कंसीडर कर रहे हैं व्हाट इज द वैल्यू। इसका कंपोनेंट आप अगर ड्रॉ करोगे, ये डिस्टेंस देखोगे तो क्या हो जाएगा, V cos delta is this component and this component is V sin delta. So I can directly write V sin delta is equal to IQX. Equation 3. V sin delta is equal to IQX cube. अगर किसी को कंफ्यूजन है, you can ask me the question. V sin delta, this distance is equal to IQX. Next equation, top में जो V cos delta plus IDXT is equal to E. और next equation I can write E is equal to this distance V cos delta and this distance IDXT. I can write E is equal to V cos delta plus IDXT. These are the four equations which are used for deriving the power in salient pole synchronous machine. पावर निकालने के लिए आपको ये फोर इक्वेशंस यूज करने पड़ेंगे। ठीक है, थोड़ा सा डेरिवेशन इज कॉम्प्लिकेटेड बट इट इज सिंपल। ठीक है, मैथमेटिकली आपको थोड़ा सा जाना पड़ेगा। आई एम राइटिंग मैथमेटिकल इक्वेशन, पावर इज इक्वल टू वी आई कॉस फाई। पावर इज इक्वल टू क्या होता है आपका, वी आई कॉस फाई, सिंगल फेज पावर इन एसी सर्किट, और आई कैन से पावर, एक्टिव पावर, useful power in a AC circuit is VI cos phi. If I am taking I, then we have to write IV cos phi. If I am taking ID and IQ, then I have to take I. Power has two components due to quadrature current and due to direct access current. So I am little bit modifying this power equation. I am writing this P is equal to, in case of salient pole machine, I am modifying this power equation ID. First equation is ID into component of voltage. Here component of voltage is V cos phi, but current is ID. ID में component of voltage कितना है? Component of voltage in I direction, in ID direction, यह आपका एक पावर हो गया, प्लस IQ इंटू कंपोनेंट ऑफ वोल्टेज इन IQ डायरेक्शन। If anybody having any question, queries, confusion है तो वो बोल दो। ठीक है, हमने पावर को दो पार्ट में रिजॉल्व किए, वी आई कॉस फाई था, तो अभी क्या कर लिया हमने, ID इंटू कंपोनेंट ऑफ वोल्टेज इन ID डायरेक्शन, IQ इंटू कंपोनेंट ऑफ वोल्टेज इन IQ डायरेक्शन। जैसे I इंटू वी कॉस फाई ले रहे थे हम, कंपोनेंट ऑफ वोल्टेज इन I डायरेक्शन ले रहे थे सर। जैसे ID लोगे तो कंपोनेंट ऑफ वोल्टेज इन ID डायरेक्शन लेंगे, एंड IQ करंट लोगे तो कंपोनेंट ऑफ वोल्टेज इन IQ डायरेक्शन। तो फर्स्ट आप ID एंड IQ की वैल्यू निकालो और आप सॉल्व हो जाएगा। तो आई कैन राइट दिस एज ID कंपोनेंट ऑफ वोल्टेज इन ID डायरेक्शन। ID डायरेक्शन में कंपोनेंट ऑफ वोल्टेज कितना है, V sin डेल्टा प्लस IQ V cos delta। किसी को कुछ कंफ्यूजन है तो पूछ सकते हो। कंपोनेंट ऑफ वोल्टेज इन डी डायरेक्शन इज V sin डेल्टा, यहाँ पे V sin डेल्टा है। कंपोनेंट ऑफ वोल्टेज इन IQ डायरेक्शन इज V cos डेल्टा। ये हो गया आपका इक्वेशन 5। हमारे पास 1 2 3 4 5 5 इक्वेशन। 3-4 इक्वेशन में ज्यादा कंफ्यूज मत हो, वो तो 3-4 इक्वेशन मैंने लिख लिए। अब बस 1 और 2 इक्वेशन को ही सब्स्टिट्यूट करो। आपके पास कितने इक्वेशन है? 1 2 3 4 5 इक्वेशन है ना। तो 1 और 2 पे हम ज्यादा फोकस नहीं करेंगे। इक्वेशन नंबर 3 और 4 आपके पास है। 3 से IQ निकालो, इसमें सब्स्टिट्यूट करो। 4 से ID निकालो और इसमें समझ में आ रहा है क्या? आई एम रबिंग द फेजर डायग्राम। फेजर डायग्राम और आई कैन राइट हियर इक्वेशन। यू हैव इक्वेशन 1 2 3 4 5। तो 1 2 को अभी टेक इट, 1 2 को मत देखो आप। 3 और 4 से ID एंड IQ की वैल्यू आप 5 में सब्स्टिट्यूट करो। और आई कैन से फ्रॉम 3 हमारे पास 3 मेरे पास IQ इज इक्वल टू क्या बनेगा? From 3 IQ is equal to V sin delta by x square, and from 4 ID is equal to क्या बनेगा? E minus V cos delta by x। ठीक है। Using equation 3 and 4, I calculated the value of IQ and ID. ये carefully देखो, see carefully. Using equation 3 and 4, equation 3 से IQ की वैल्यू मिली and equation 4 से ID की वैल्यू। Substitute values of ID and IQ on equation number 5. Substitute the value of ID and IQ on equation number 5। इक्वेशन नंबर 5 में आप सब्स्टिट्यूट करो। इक्वेशन नंबर में 5 में जा रहा हूं। The values of ID and IQ is substituted in the equation 5। इक्वेशन 5 में P is equal to क्या हो जाएगा? What will be the value of P? P is equal to ID। ID क्या है मेरे पास? E minus B। इक्वेशन 5 में लिख रहा हूं, ठीक है। E minus B cos डेल्टा बाय HT। ये हो गया मेरे ID की वैल्यू इनटू V sin डेल्टा, V sin डेल्टा प्लस IQ V sin डेल्टा बाय XQ इनटू V cos डेल्टा, इनटू V cos। इक्वेशन, these two equations are substituted in equation number 5। ये दोनों को इक्वेशन नंबर 5 में सब्स्टिट्यूट करोगे, you will get a power equation this। But final answer is just simplifying this equation। If I solve this equation, I will get E is equal to EV upon XD sin delta, EV upon XD sin delta, and in second part I will get minus V square sin delta cos delta by XD plus V square sin delta cos delta upon XD। अब आपका हो गया डेरिवेशन का। Just you have to simplify it, make it in more simplified form. I can finally write P is equal to EV by XD। Same expression as for cylindrical pole machine। Cylindrical pole machine में EV by XD या sin delta था, वो sin delta आ गया। And here I am writing plus V square by v स्क्वायर बाय साइन डेल्टा कॉस डेल्टा कॉमन, बचेगा क्या, प्लस पार्ट इज 1 अपॉन एक्स क्यूब माइनस 1 अपॉन एक्स, ठीक है। एंड साइन डेल्टा कॉस डेल्टा इज साइन 2 डेल्टा बाय 2, साइन डेल्टा कॉस डेल्टा इज साइन 2 डेल्टा बाय 2. So therefore I can write E is equal to EV upon XD sin delta plus V square by 2 1 upon X cube minus 1 upon X sin 2 delta. ये हो गया आपका डेरिवेशन. This is the final derivation for 3 phase power. इसको 3 times कर दोगे तो 3 phase power हो जाएगा. If anybody having any doubt, any queries, question, they can ask. So here the expression is same as cylindrical pole machine. और आगे जो जा रहा है वो क्या है? Because of salient pole machine 1 upon x cube minus 1 upon x. Always xd is greater than x cube. Therefore 1 upon x cube minus 1 upon xd is positive. ये positive. This power is called as reluctance power. This power is called as reluctance power. हम जब reluctance motor पढ़ेंगे, when we study the special machines, the reluctance motor will run on this power. If anybody having any doubt, any queries, they can ask the question. It is open for. If anybody having any doubt, any queries, you can solve it. उसको you have to solve this in paper. पेपर में आप सॉल्व करके देखो. डेरिवेशन इज वेरी क्लियर. इट इज एक्सप्लेन्ड ऑलरेडी. रिकॉर्डिंग आई विल अपलोड इन यूट्यूब. इफ यू हैव एनी कंफ्यूजन यू कैन आस्क. आप पूछ सकते हो. ठीक है. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट डेरिवेशन. 3 टाइम्स कर दोगे तो आपका हो जाएगा ये 3 फेज पावर 3 EV by XD sin delta plus 3V square by 2 1 upon x cube minus 1 upon sin 2 delta. इसका now you have to plot a power angle characteristics of synchronous machine. Power angle characteristics of 3-phase salient pole synchronous machine. So this power angle equation characteristics consist of 2 components. It has 2 components. First component is this EV by XD sin delta, function of delta power. First part is this. Second part is sin 2 delta. Sin 2 delta means double angle, second harmonic. It will make, यहाँ पे इसमें आपके 2 बन जाएंगे. In the same time, you will get a 2 waveforms. The sin of 2 delta double. ये 180 डिग्री हो रहा है तो उसका आपका 360 डिग्री हो जाएगा. You can say this characteristics will be like. First part will be this EV by XS sin delta and ये sin 2 delta, 2 characteristics. And if you merge these 2 characteristics, when you merge these 2 characteristics, you will get a final curve. That is final power angle curve EV by XD sin delta plus V square by 2 1 upon x cube minus 1 upon xd curve. तो दिस कर्व के लिए आपको अगर आप मर्ज करोगे तो यू विल फाइंड दैट इधर पे थोड़ा सा नेगेटिव हो जाएगा और इधर पे थोड़ा सा ज्यादा पॉजिटिव हो जाएगा. ठीक है. यू कैन से द इक्वेशन, फाइनल इक्वेशन विल गो लाइक दिस. हियर थोड़ा सा ज्यादा पॉजिटिव हो जाएगा. Here will be more positive and here will be lesser negative. This is dark one. The non-salient pole machine is not exactly sinusoidal. It is a little bit fainted. Right. Due to because the effect of this reluctance power. Here reluctance power picture में आ रहा है. छोटा भी बना. Because of this reluctance power, your final characteristics is tempered here. Also tempered. This is due to first part of the power sinusoidal curve, and second harmonic 2 delta. Therefore, two curves, curve number 1 and curve number 2. Adding these two curves, you will get a. This is called as power angle characteristics of salient pole synchronous machine. Okay. So these two equations, two characteristics are very important for studying power system also. While studying power system, you have to use this character. You have to use this equation. Okay. Derivation is also very important. कि कैसा है आप उसको अच्छे से एक बार फिर से नोट्स बनाओ carefully. If any term, any word, any x3, x2, if you have any confusion in derivation, you can ask me. आप कभी भी आके पूछ सकते हो. ठीक है. Standard है because different books gives you derivation in different ways and it always confuse you. ठीक है. So don't get confused. Make a standard derivation. Of course, you have to make it as 3 times for 3-phase power. Single phase power, no 3. 3-phase power, you have to make it. Okay? All the voltages, currents are in per phase basis. That's all from me for today. If you are having any question, queries, you can ask me. आप कोई भी question, queries है तो पूछ सकते हो. Anybody having any doubt, question, queries, you can ask me. Okay, anybody having any question, queries? So you can ask me. Okay. So that's all for today. Tomorrow I will take a class. Not tomorrow. Your regular class will be in a regular schedule. Okay. Almost 3 units are over. Okay. If any doubts, queries are there, we can go further. Okay. I will stop here. Okay. Have a very happy.